Have you ever wondered how one of the world's most influential empires came to be? It all began with a dream of a man named Osman I, the founder of the Ottoman Empire. In the late 13th century, Osman I established a small yet ambitious principality in Anatolia, which today forms the heartland of modern Turkey. Osman's vision was not just about territorial expansion, but it was also about creating a state that blended different cultures, religions, and languages. His leadership was characterized by a combination of military prowess and diplomatic acumen, enabling his principality to survive and thrive amidst the political turmoil of the time. But the real turning point came in the 15th century with Sultan Mehmed II, better known as Mehmed the Conqueror. His name is forever etched in history for his most audacious act: the capture of Constantinople in 1453. The city, now known as Istanbul, was the capital of the Byzantine Empire and represented a significant cultural and strategic prize. The Siege of Constantinople was a spectacle of military strategy, technological innovation, and sheer determination. After a siege that lasted less than 2 months, the city fell on the 29th of May, 1453. The capture of Constantinople was more than just a military victory, it was a symbol of the Ottoman Empire's ascendance as a world power. It paved the way for the empire's expansion into Europe, Asia, and Africa, marking the start of a new era of Ottoman dominance. The fall of Constantinople also marked a cultural and religious shift, transforming the predominantly Christian city into the capital of an Islamic empire. Yet, the Ottomans were known for their tolerance towards different religions, allowing the city's diverse population to flourish. This spirit of tolerance and diversity became a defining characteristic of the Ottoman Empire, contributing to its strength and longevity. By 1453, the Ottoman Empire had emerged as a major power on the world stage. Its birth was marked by ambition, strategic brilliance, and a unique blend of cultural influences. But this was just the beginning of its story. The empire's golden age was yet to come, promising a period of unparalleled cultural flourishing and architectural grandeur. How did the Ottoman Empire reach its zenith of power and cultural influence? This question takes us to the 16th and 17th centuries, an era of unprecedented prosperity and cultural flowering, often termed as the Golden Age of the Ottoman Empire. This era was primarily characterized by the reigns of two significant sultans, Suleiman the Magnificent and Selim II. Suleiman, often referred to as the lawgiver, ruled for 46 years. His reign witnessed the empire stretching over 3 continents, reaching the furthest corners of Europe, Asia, and Africa. But the might of an empire is not solely defined by its territorial expanse. It's the richness of its culture, the advancements in its society that truly reflect its grandeur. And the Ottoman Empire was no exception. Under Suleiman's rule, the empire experienced a cultural renaissance. This era witnessed advancements in a multitude of fields such as architecture, art, science, and literature. Let's take a stroll through the architectural marvels that this period produced. The Blue Mosque, with its cascading domes and 6 slender minarets, stands as a testament to the empire's architectural prowess. The Topkapi Palace, another iconic landmark, was not just a royal residence, but also a setting for state occasions and royal entertainments. Moving from architecture to art, the court of Suleiman became a hub for artists and scholars. Miniature painting and calligraphy thrived, while literature saw the works of great poets and writers like Baki and Fuzuli. The empire also made strides in the field of science. The reign of Selim II, fondly known as the Sot, saw the establishment of the Istanbul Observatory, a symbol of the empire's scientific pursuits. This golden age was not just about territorial expansion and military might. It was an era that saw the Ottoman Empire at the pinnacle of its cultural and intellectual influence. This period left an indelible mark on the fabric of the empire, influencing its identity for centuries to come. The 16th and 17th centuries marked the dazzling peak of the Ottoman Empire. A time when the empire was not just a political and military powerhouse but also a beacon of arts, culture, and intellectual pursuit. It was indeed the golden age of the Ottoman Empire. What event marked the beginning of the Ottoman Empire's decline? Let's turn back the pages of history to the year 1683, when the mighty Ottoman Empire laid siege to Vienna. This marked a significant turning point in their history, a moment where the empire's unstoppable expansion finally met its match. The Siege of Vienna was a colossal clash, a struggle between two great powers, the Ottoman Empire and the Holy Roman Empire. The Ottomans, under the command of Grand Vizier Mirzifonlu Kara Mustafa Pasha, hoped to secure a pivotal victory, but instead, they faced a bitter defeat. The failure to capture Vienna was a blow to the empire's military prestige, signaling to the world that the Ottoman juggernaut could be halted. Following this setback, the empire entered a period of stagnation and decline that stretched well into the 18th century. A mixture of internal strife and external pressures began to gnaw at the empire's foundations. The empire, which was once a beacon of military might and cultural flourishing, now found itself grappling with a host of challenges. Internally, power struggles and political corruption began to erode the strength of the Sultanate. Externally, the empire was increasingly encircled by ambitious European powers eager to chip away at Ottoman territories. Rising nations like Russia, Austria, and Poland saw the empire's weakness as an opportunity, leading to a series of wars that further drained the empire's resources. Societal unrest, economic difficulties, and a series of ineffective sultans further exacerbated the empire's decline. The once vibrant Ottoman court, which had been a cradle of culture and innovation, now appeared to be a shadow of its former self. The empire that had once dared to challenge the world was now struggling to keep pace with it. In the grand scheme of Ottoman history, the Siege of Vienna stands as a turning point. It was the moment when the empire's forward march was halted, setting the stage for a period of decline and stagnation that would challenge the very soul of the Ottoman world. The Siege of Vienna marked a turning point in the history of the Ottoman Empire. How did the Ottoman Empire try to adapt to the changing world? Let's turn the clock to the 19th century. The empire, realizing the urgent need for change, embarked on ambitious reform efforts under Sultan Mahmud II. This period, known as the Tanzimat era, was marked by far-reaching reforms, aiming to modernize the empire's administration, education, and military. The Sultan introduced a new army structure, replacing the traditional janissaries, and also ushered in legal and educational reforms. The empire saw the establishment of new schools, the introduction of a commercial code, and the reorganization of the judiciary. But, as the saying goes, change is never easy. These reforms, though ambitious and well-intentioned, were met with significant resistance both internally and externally. The empire grappled with the challenge of modernization while preserving its unique identity. Despite the ambitious reforms, the Ottoman Empire struggled to adapt to the changing geopolitical landscape. What led to the end of the Ottoman Empire? This question brings us to the final chapter of our journey through the Ottoman Empire's history, the early 20th century. The empire's decline, already in motion for centuries, was accelerated by its involvement in the devastating conflict known as World War I. Joining hands with the Central Powers, the Ottomans hoped to regain lost territories and reaffirm their might. However, fate had other plans. The empire found itself on the losing side, its armies devastated, its coffers empty, and its spirit broken. The aftermath of this defeat was fraught with chaos and uncertainty, as various ethnic groups within the once unified empire sought to assert their independence. The empire's vast territories began to fracture along ethnic lines, leading to a period of intense struggle and conflict. But amidst this turmoil, a new hope emerged. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, an Ottoman military officer turned revolutionary statesman, rose to prominence. He rallied the Turkish people, inspiring them with visions of a modern sovereign nation-state, free from the shackles of a crumbling empire. In 1923, Ataturk's dream became reality with the establishment of the Republic of Turkey. The new republic was a far cry from the sprawling empire it replaced. It was smaller, focused, and driven by a fervent desire to modernize and westernize. The Turkish language was reformed, the Latin alphabet replaced the Arabic script, and sweeping changes were made to the legal and educational systems, signifying a clear break from the Ottoman past. The establishment of the Republic of Turkey marked the end of the Ottoman Empire, a once mighty force that had endured for over 6 centuries. It was the end of an era, a time that had seen the rise and fall of sultans, the creation of architectural wonders, and the shaping of cultures and societies across 3 continents. The Ottoman Empire, once a mighty force, came to an end in the early 20th century. What remains is a rich legacy that continues to echo in the modern world, but that, dear listeners, is a story for another time. What is the enduring legacy of the Ottoman Empire? The answer is found in the architectural marvels that pepper the landscapes of Europe, Asia, and Africa. Majestic structures like the Blue Mosque and Topkapi Palace stand as testament to the empire's grandeur. The Ottomans' cultural contributions are equally profound. Their art, music and literature have shaped the identity of modern Turkey and left indelible imprints on the world's cultural tapestry. But perhaps the most significant legacy lies in the empire's lasting impact on the regions it once ruled. The Ottomans' traditions, from their administrative systems to their societal structures, continue to influence these regions. Even in the face of a changing global landscape, these traditions persist, shaping Turkey's identity and global perceptions. The Ottoman Empire may have fallen, but its echoes reverberate through time, touching our lives in ways we may not even recognize. The Ottoman Empire's impact continues to resonate in the modern world,